We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Round 80! Alert! Watch the screen, watch the screen! Watch the screen! Check, 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 check! Hey, check 24!
Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On second down, here's Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. And you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit, he is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
On the ground with the rookie Devin Singletary. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. And that's caught by Beasley. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 44-yard line. Beasley signed with the Bills in March just before his 30th birthday after 7 years with the Cowboys, hoping that he can be a very valuable slot receiver in Buffalo. Just under 700 yards last year and 3 touchdowns in Dallas. A first down carry for Henry. He's got the first down here inside the 30. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Jason Kroon there to make the grab. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
Touchdown, Buffalo. For the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Hauschka adds the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give the tackle there to Josh Norman.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal Get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. 7 yards there and a first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
From midfield now on second down. Ryan, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game limit. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So after the INT, it's Allen, eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On second down, it's Henry. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. The Super Bowl hero, Malcolm Butler, makes a stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
44, Mike, 44.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Clemson Tiger, Vic Beasley, reaches home that time. Great job. Defensively, I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And able to find John Brown. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 27-yard line.
44. Check. All day, just like that. Just like that. Kill. 52. Kill.
Allen now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. He finds Yeldon. Sheds another.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
I got you.
keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Check 50, check 50. Slam, slam, slam.
On third down, Henry. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check 9, check 9. 61, matchbox, lights.
They'll run. It's Henry. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs.
21.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Tuesday.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Sliding out of the pocket. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Ryan. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Everson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He'll find Taylor, that's complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 33.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on it a little bit more.
First and 10.
Ready.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. He's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown.
Let's go, man. Pick 6.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
It's a free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yo, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Alert, alert, alert. Safety green.
On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the 27, Allen, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vic Beasley in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And this one caught by Beasley. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Allen. It's complete to Diggs. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Allen, and he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Now Allen throwing on 3rd and long. Going into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now it's Ryan. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun, Ryan. And able to find Allen Lazard. And a loose football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Allen now looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Throwing on 3rd and long. Allen, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now here's a throw, and that's Taywan Taylor with it. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
You go take. You got take. Go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Got a man, it's Brown. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Then he'll give it here to his running back. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Ryan now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. He finds Taylor, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
59, ready. 25, 11.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Allen. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Harold Landry has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
On the run, he'll let it go deep. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at about the 28. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Titans. 72 yards on the punt return. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
And you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts. That's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. But it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on.
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play here for the Bills. 48 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Allen. They'll roll him out right. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Watch the slant.
On first down, Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 15-yard line.
Allen going to throw. Forced out to his left. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it in.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Past the 20. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis taking it goal line to goal line, 100 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. The Bills on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. On play action, Allen rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Vic Beasley. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more.
42, Bills 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Watch out, watch out.
Right back to him on 1st down. The cornerback, it's Logan Ryan who brings him down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Going to give this time to the tailback. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah. Allen hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
10 yards on the pick.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
7 yards there and a first down.
Alert flare, alert 39. Bang, 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 bang.
Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights on the NFL scoreboard there in the fourth quarter in Philadelphia. The Jets have scored again. They're really opening it up now. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. This is fielded at the goal line.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he finds Beasley complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Allen off the play fake. He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
The Titans take over first and 10.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Hey, Tuesday.
Ryan wants to throw it. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Coverage defensively by Logan Ryan.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, foxtrot.
To throw again. Ryan. He's got a man. Complete. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Titans, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Bills, for their first loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.